I can't wait till we move and I don't have to fight with the lighting anymore. Everything looks orange if I have lights on. It's awesome. Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Unspoiled Territory. I really apologize because I'm not even wearing the necklace I made for the movie I'm going to be talking about, but it's in the bedroom where my husband is sleeping and I don't want to go in there and wake him up. So today we are going to talk about Paper Towns. So I really hope you guys have seen it because it is amazing. But if you haven't, I will be giving a short review for those of you who want to remain unspoiled, and then after that, I will give you a full, in-depth what I thought of this movie. For those of you who don't know, Paper Towns is based on the book by John Green, who we all love or should love. It's about a boy named Quentin who's in his senior year of high school and is very much in love with his neighbor, Margot Roth-Spiegelman. Margot Roth-Spiegelman is a very eccentric, very exciting and different girl for everyone in the school, including Quentin, and he is very much in love with her. And of course the tagline, pretty much the tagline of the movie anyway, is Margot Roth-Spiegelman loved mystery so much she became one. So even though Quentin is in love with Margot, they've been estranged for many years. They were really close when they were little but grew apart, and even though they've haven't really been friends for many years, one night Margot sneaks into Quentin's room and they go off on a little adventure together, and everything is cool, and then the next morning Margot disappears. And the movie is all about Quentin trying to find her because Margot is very big on leaving clues whenever she disappears, which she is famous for doing. So of course I have read the book a year, 2 years ago, I think, when I first read Fault in Our Stars and Looking for Alaska by John Green, and I loved the book. And I mean, I didn't have any reason to doubt because I love the Fault in Stars book, and the Fault in Our Stars movie was amazing and it's perfectly done. I was not, for the most part, disappointed. If you have read the book but have not seen the movie, I highly suggest you go see the movie. Unfortunately, I think it already left theaters here, which sucks. I think it was only here like a week. And I honestly have not heard, I don't know how, if everyone's just being quiet about it, but I haven't heard how other Paper Towns fans have reacted to the movie, so I'm not sure what other people have thought about it. But I loved it. It was... John Green's books are always so funny. He has such a real world humor and he just puts it and conveys it in his books so perfectly. And the movie captured that. Oh, it was perfect. The John Green humor was there and perfectly present throughout the entire movie. The characters were accurately portrayed. The actors who played them did such an amazing job with their characters. And of course you had Nat Wolff, who was Isaac in The Fault in Our Stars, played the main guy Quentin. Cara Delevingne, who is mainly a model, played Margot Roth-Spiegelman, and she did a really good job. I think she was perfect for the role, which of course didn't require much acting, which was, I mean, she was good at acting, but I don't know if she could have carried the whole movie. So I loved the two actors that got to play Quentin's best friends, who had to help carry the movie because they're a huge part of Quentin's life. And they go on this adventure to try and help him find Margot. And I swear to God, his one friend, the guy that plays his friend Radar, is just a smaller haired version of Moss from the IT Crowd, which is just amazing. If you haven't seen the IT Crowd, you should go watch it because it's British television at its best. And his other friend, Ben, who was played by Austin Abrams, I honestly because it's been kind of cool seeing how Nat Wolff was a supporting role in The Fault in Our Stars and then a main role in Paper Towns. I think the guy that played his other friend Ben in the movie would make an amazing Miles when they make Looking for Alaska into a movie. Miles is the main character in that movie. And I think if Austin Abrams could capture more of a serious side to his acting, he would be the perfect Miles. Which is just a little tangent because maybe not all of you have read Looking for Alaska. Alright, so that is my smaller, condensed, unspoiled version of Paper Towns. I highly recommend you go see it before it leaves theaters. I would not want to wait till this comes out on DVD. It was really funny. I would warn, I think it's PG-13, but I don't remember there being that much language in the book, but not that it took away from the movie, but I felt there was like a lot of language in the movie, like way more than I expected. No like F-bombs or anything like that, but there did seem to be a lot more language in it than I expected. But you really need to go see Paper Towns. Alright, I will see all of you guys who haven't seen it yet later, and for those of you who have seen it, I'll see you in a second. I finally changed the calendar. It's been on April forever. This look. Did you guys see this tutorial? The lighting's better when I do that. Alright, so let's really get down to it and talk about Paper Towns. Oh my god. Okay, so the biggest surprise for me in the movie was Ansel Elgort. He was in the movie. Oh my god, that was so amazing. I was so surprised when Ansel showed up as the cashier at the gas station. It was just, like I freaked out a little bit. And Matt has never seen Fault in Our Stars yet. But he went to Paper Towns with me and he loved it, so he wants to see Fault in Our Stars now. And so Shane was sitting to my right, so I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know he was in this. And it was just such an awesome little surprise. Because not only is Ansel awesome, but Fault in Our Stars. So most of the changes that they made to the movie weren't very significant, except the ending. So obviously, if you guys are watching this, you should have read the book, and you realize that the ending was vastly different than the book. The difference is being, in the movie, they went to a party at Jace's house, whereas in the book, that party was actually prom, where Ben got drunk, and Quentin had to leave the mini mall to come and get them, and he sat in the bathtub and had that talk with Lacey. And then in the movie, it's just a party, and they have to get back in time from Anglo, New York to get to prom. Whereas in the book, they skipped graduation to go find Margot in New York. So that was that was a pretty big difference. But the biggest difference of all, of course, was the real, ending. Where in the book, they left it a lot happier and open. I guess he's John Green, I should say. Because the book ends with Margot and Quentin, making out, and they don't really know what to do because they both have feelings for each other. And in the movie, it's kind of like Margot doesn't have feelings for Quentin. Didn't really expect him to ever show up or come looking for her or care that she even left. And then, they have this little kiss just to kind of get everything out in the air, I guess. And then he goes back and she stays there, and it's just kind of oh, well, never mind, I guess. I liked how it flowed, the movie, I know, with him having to get back in time for prom and everything. That flowed really well from a movie perspective. It was just so different from the end of the book. that it kind of shocked me. But I love that they kept all the really cool little details that you got from the book, with the exception of a couple things, like a few other things about Margot, like her, the way she wrote in her notebook with the cross, whatever that's called. And of course, they cut a lot out of the movie with stuff to do with the poem and how long it took him to read through that poem and everything, which was fine that they cut that. I actually felt that drug a little in the book. But they kept, like, Radar's Black Santa parents thing. That was another thing that they kind of drug out in the movie, with them almost hitting the cow and spinning onto the side of the road. They extended that, I feel, so that they could have more happen, like with Radar and Angela, you know, and seeing Ben and Lacey's relationship grow a little bit. But even that, I still felt flowed pretty good. I was kind of surprised. I kind of hoped we'd get to see another John Green cameo, but maybe it will be in the deleted scenes, kind of like in Fault in Our Stars. That would be awesome, because I know John Green was on set for pretty much the entire filming of the movie. But yeah, so other than the ending being pretty different than the book, overall the movie was, it was so fantastic. I laughed so much. It was so funny, and I love that it kept that John Green humor. And yeah, like I said, the actors did such a good job doing their characters justice, and I am so looking forward to looking for Alaska. And I'm actually in the middle of reading An Abundance of Catherine's, finally, and I do plan on looking into Will Grayson, which is another book that John Green co-wrote. So that's going to be different. Alright, thank you guys for watching this episode of Unspoiled Territory. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys saw Paper Towns and enjoyed it, because I definitely did. I will see you later.